Students, colleagues, families, friends, members of the Board of Trustees, and honored guests, it is a privilege to welcome you on this glorious afternoon to celebrate the 161st commencement ceremony held on this magnificent campus. This is a very special day. There are no words to express our overwhelming pride in sharing this event with you. To the parents, relatives, friends, and those who are no longer with us, but who are here in spirit, thank you for the privileged gift of being a part of these remarkable students' lives. Now, I would like to recognize and thank our outstanding faculty and dedicated staff for their time and effort, which have contributed greatly to the successful completion of the class of 2019's academic studies and diploma requirements. Ladies and gentlemen, it is an honor to present to you Norwich Free Academy's class of 2019. At this time, I ask that you join me in honoring some very special guests who have been invited to share this special day with our seniors as they celebrate the 50th anniversary of their graduation from NFA. Led by bagpipers Daniel Pislowski, class of 2012, and Kevin Moran, and members of the faculty, please welcome NFA's class of 1969. NFA is especially proud and mindful to continue the observance of our time-honored traditions. The Hymn Dundee was first performed in 1858 at the first Academy Commencement. NFA's senior ambassador singers, under the direction of Mrs. Tanya Lehman, will sing the national anthem and the Hymn Dundee. Vocalists, please come forward. Ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you stand for the singing of the national anthem and remain standing for the Hymn Dundee. Thank you.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we'd watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Let children hear the mighty deeds which God performed of old, which in our younger years we saw, and which our fathers told. Thus shall they learn in God alone their hope securely stands, that they may never forget his works, but practice his commands.
Ladies and gentlemen, NFA's ambassador singers. Marshals, will you please seat the class of 2019? Honored guests, proud families, and treasured friends, please be seated. Earlier this year, our first two speakers competed in the 2019 Caden Williams Prize Reading Contest for the distinct honor of speaking today. It is my pleasure to introduce to you NFA's 2019 Ivy Orator, Sarah Carter. Sarah, will you please come forward?
Good evening, family, friends, faculty, staff, classmates, and most importantly, members of the class of 2019. Today, we take our seats as the next chapter of Norwich Free Academy graduates. Thank you to all who have stood behind us these past 4 years. You have helped us navigate the contours of this beautiful campus, offered advice and wisdom to help us make strong and sound decisions, and provided us license to make mistakes and learn from them to do better next time. We cannot thank you enough. If life is a puzzle, let your time here at NFA stand as a central piece. Here, our lives have taken further shape and definition. As 14-year-old, wide-eyed freshmen, overwhelmed by the haunting geometry of Cranston, we looked for the answers to many questions. Who were we back then? Where were we headed? And who and what would we become? Well, the moment has arrived for the answers to those questions. Just beyond NFA's gates is a multicultural, multilingual world that as an NFA graduate you enter. There is no question other schools could have provided you the same textbook education you have received here. You could have read the plays of Shakespeare, or learned about the political fallout of the Vietnam conflict, or studied the muscles of the human anatomy, or even deconstructed an atom. But would you have come across the same quality of teachers who have quoted you Romeo and Juliet, or described to you the buggy, leafy jungles of Southeast Asia? Would you have taken anatomy and physiology with classmates from 9 different towns? Or have apprenticed with NFA sports teams and their professional athletic trainers? Or would you have been exposed to the chorus of approximately 30 dialects spoken on campus, from Cambodia to the Caribbean? Would you have had the opportunity to gain membership to one of 60 or more clubs, or have been a teammate on one of 30 varsity sports, or even use a class channel to visit Slater Museum and admire period art and study the statutes of Greek mythology? The answer is no. Only here at Norwich Free Academy can students like you and me experience a world similar to the one we now enter. The world is fast becoming more technological, more multilingual, more multicultural. Here, and only here, the puzzle piece of an NFA diploma is global currency. But NFA is both piece and puzzle. It has given us knowledge, skills, opportunities, and audience to connect to a broader global picture. Possessing an NFA education is not a matter of whether we will fit into the world, but of how we choose to fit. It is up to us, each a puzzle piece, to put our signature on an internationally complexioned world. There is no problem or challenge we cannot face. NFA has provided us the tools. NFA has prepared us for a sophisticated world that requires sophisticated minds and people. And we, the class of 2019, are up to the task of meeting the world where it is and bringing it to where it needs to be. Our next journey, whether it be college, the military, or the workforce, will be filled with challenges. The work may be hard, the way forward may be unclear, the fear may seem paralyzing, but we will not quit or retreat. The Wildcat Way has given us all the pieces to the puzzle in order to advance ourselves and our circumstances. We have learned the formula for success in the classrooms of these ancient buildings, on the field of play of our championship teams, but most importantly, in the personal stories shared by each of you, my friends, my classmates, fellow graduates, the centerpiece of NFA. To the class of 2019, congratulations on finishing your NFA puzzle piece.
Ladies and gentlemen, NFA's 2019 Ivy Orator, Sarah Carter. Having earned the honor of being this year's class speaker is Ashley Lawton. Ashley, will you please come forward?
Thank you, Mr. Klein. Hello, everyone, and thank you all for coming to celebrate this very special day with us, the class of 2019. A few weeks ago, I was driving in the car, and as I turned onto the highway, a thought popped into my head. All the roads in the United States are connected. The roads in California connect with those in Texas, and the roads in Texas connect with those in New York. Now, I might have just been stating the obvious, but this is a pretty amazing fact. Over 4 million miles of road connect in the United States. Some are long, some are short. Some roads have been well kept. They are neat and paved. They are easy to drive on. Some roads are bumpy, and they're riddled with potholes. Others are unpaved. They're rocky and treacherous. Altogether, these roads form an elaborate system on our road maps or GPSs. Every road serves a purpose. It takes us to and from somewhere. Now, for one moment, imagine that these roads represent pathways in life. Like a road, sometimes a path will be smooth. Things will go your way. You'll be happy and content. You'll be successful. You will triumph. And you will find it easy to get to where you need to go. At other times, life might become challenging. You'll face obstacles. Personal, professional, or educational problems can be roadblocks. Annoying as these obstacles may be, you can overcome them. Take a detour or find another route. Some roads, though, are meant to test our skill, resilience, and courage. These are the turnpikes of difficulty that may seem impassable. You will grind, you will want to turn back, and you will want to give up, but you won't. Because eventually, the road will become smoother, and your driving ability will improve. Life will just become easier. Remember, through it all, there is no point to a road if you have no destination. Your destination is your goal, your dream, your hope. Your destination drives you to endure the difficult times, and it drives you to strive for better even when times are good. Always keep your destination in mind and never settle for anything less than your goal. We all now sit on this field moments away from graduating, but how each of us traveled here to this moment is so different. Some have faced bumpy roads, others have had a smooth ride, but no matter how you traveled, you have arrived. Remember, more than one way leads to the same destination. And after today, we will all travel our own separate ways. But before we depart, I want to leave you with this. The road to success may be long, but enjoy the good times and persevere through the difficult ones. It is okay to reroute. And remember, never settle and do not stop until you reach your destination. I wish you all safe travels. Congratulations to the class of 2019. (2019) class speaker,
Ashley Lawton. I am honored and proud to introduce our next speaker, Jerry Grabarek, representative of NFA. Jerry's in the house. Jerry is the representative of NFA's class of 1969, and he will address the class of 2019. Jerry Grabarek.
On behalf of the NFA class of 1969, welcome everyone. Congratulations to the class of 2019, their parents, relatives, and friends. I would also like to acknowledge the NFA Board of Trustees, Head of School, Mr. David Klein, and the NFA faculty and staff for their sincere effort and dedication in educating and preparing our children for the future. And I offer a warm welcome to the NFA class of 1969 on our 50th anniversary. It is hard to believe that 50 years has passed since our class was sitting where you are today. 40 days after we graduated, Neil Armstrong took his one small step, walk on the moon, changing the size and scope of our world forever. In August of 1969, 2 months after our NFA graduation, the Woodstock Musical Festival happened. And of all places, a dairy farm in upstate New York. My brother and I conjured up thoughts of trying to hold a Beatles reunion on a dairy farm in Preston. Unfortunately, our grandfather thought we should focus on getting the hay cut and put in the barn. We could have been famous. A small but world-changing event also took place in 1969 when two computers talked to each other for the first time. This led to a major development of today's internet. You students can't even remember life without the internet. Events of the 60s and 70s also included the Vietnam War and massive Vietnam War protests across our country, which both divided and united our nation. It was a tough time. Through it all, our Constitution and nation survived. Your class has also experienced major world conflicts. The U.S. has been at war somewhere in the world your entire lives. Gun violence and opioid abuse are at crisis levels. This has to change. Our world is facing enormous challenges of climate change caused by global warming. Action is required. As a farmer, I deal with weather effects every day. Weather patterns have become unpredictable, and we are seeing more extreme weather conditions. The best way to solve problems like climate change globally is to get involved locally. As Mark Twain said, the secret of getting ahead is getting started. The secret of getting started is breaking your complex and overwhelming tasks into small, manageable tasks and starting on the first one. Your participation is needed. Pitch in and do your part to make the world a more livable place. Decisions will need to be made. Try to be part of the solution. There was a history and government teacher at NFA in the 60s and 70s, Dr. Harold Soloff, who extolled his many students to get involved, participate in government, to vote, to work for change, to make life better for everyone. Dr. Soloff left a lasting impression on many of us. Many of us followed his suggestions and got involved and are still involved in local government by way of boards and committees. But we need your help. Volunteer, contribute, write, text or email your elected leaders and let them know your thoughts on issues. Hold leaders accountable for their policies. As far as advising whether to choose work, college, or the military, I once again fall back on Mark Twain's thoughts. Some people get an education without going to college. The rest get it after they get out. Choose a path or make your own path and follow it. Just remember, You are not locked into one career direction in life. Try something and give it your all. If it doesn't work for you, try something else. Just don't let technology turn you into zombies. Enhance your life and career. Read. Success requires a positive attitude, strong problem-solving skills, hard work, luck, and a great sense of humor. Laugh early and often. I do offer suggestions for you. Try some physical work. Building, creating, or growing things will lead to a greater self-confidence and self-satisfaction, rewarding your mind, body, and soul. Lastly, live happy, live healthy, and be kind to others. Kindness and tolerance are life's greatest gifts. By being kind, you will make a difference. I am sure of that. You are our hope and our nation's future. The decisions you will make will determine our nation's directions. Make good choices. Thank you and good luck.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Jerry Grabarek. And now, NFA's senior class president, Brooke Rondeau, will present the class gift to the chairwoman of the NFA Board of Trustees, Attorney Sarette Williams. Brooke?
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Grabarek, thank you for being here with us today and for addressing our class and wishing us well. Madam Chair, on behalf of the class of 2019, I present this class gift to enhance collaborative study space in the library.
It's okay. Good afternoon. Congratulations, class of 2019. Thank you for your marvelous gift. You have chosen a visionary gift, the creation of space in the library dedicated to collaboration between students. So thank you for this visionary gift. Members of the board that are sitting here with me remarked on some of the mortar boards, the decorations and what they say about you. I saw one, and I'm not sure I'm going to get it right, but it said, "I want to be a part of a wide adventure somewhere." And I can tell you, on behalf of all of the NFA graduates that are here, can we figure out who that is? Who has graduated from NFA in the audience? Show of hands. On behalf of all NFA graduates everywhere, we wish you the very best and that you will be a part of a wide adventure somewhere. Be well. Enjoy this evening celebrating with your family and friends. You make us proud. You are the spirit of Norwich Free Academy. Thank you.
Madam Chair, we thank you for your focused and honorable leadership of the Board of Trustees. Ladies and gentlemen, Attorney Sarette Williams. NFA is both grateful and fortunate for its wonderfully loyal and generously supportive alumni and its vast community of friends who have made it possible for NFA to award over $408,000 in prizes and scholarships this year. Over the past few weeks, NFA has recognized 297 of its students for their artistic talents, athletic accomplishments, and scholastic achievements. They are an amazingly talented group. I would now like to recognize those seniors who will leave NFA to serve in the nation's military. Will those of you who have committed to serve our country in this very noble way, please stand at this time to be recognized. And on behalf of everyone here today, students that are entering the military, let me thank you in advance for your service. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the reason we are all here today, the presentation of diplomas. As we announce the names, please take note of students with the honors designation of cum laude, magna cum laude, or summa cum laude in the graduation program. Faculty members Carrie Howard, Lori Croto, Colleen Caulfield, Mickey Williston, and Michael Bridget Chaya will read the graduates' names. Will the Shattuck side of the field please rise? Presenting the diplomas to the senior class officers this afternoon is Class of 1969 Representative Jerry Grabarek. Senior Class President Brooke Noelle Rondeau. Senior Class Vice President, Madeline Olivia Perino. Senior Class Secretary, Peyton Joseph Pryor. And Senior Class Treasurer, Nathaniel Izzard Crary.
Matthew Thomas Abate. Caitlin Alexis Abshire. Derek Michael Achille. Harrison Adams. Caleb Oriname Adenayu. Nyla Cheyenne Aiken. Garludi Alexandre. Tatiana Kelly Alexandre. Syed Hussein Ali. Ernesto Gabriel Alicea. Jack Henry Allen. Lauren Catherine Allen. Devani Rafael Amenzar Tavares. Omar Jamal Arayeshi. Maxine Simon Altieri. Noreen Gomez Andrade. Grafton Evan Angevine. Carliana Lee Aponte. Jair Adilson Arujo. Nathan Michael Aarons. Gavin Kincaid Armstrong. Genesis Taina Arietta. Philip Jason Villayas Arvizan. Sean Yesser Ayala Pizarro. FNU Badoon. Darren Timothy Bailey. Hazel Floriana Banning. Crystal Benushi. Zachary Michael Barbarossa. Divins Gerald Barbeau. Sarai Ileana Barboza. Abby Spring Bargnese. James Avery Barlow. Elizabeth Barnes. Rafael Barreto Jr. Colin James Berry. Vanessa Christine Bartlett. Elizabeth Rose Bartasevich. Stephanie Marie Beatty. Savannah Beaupre. Kenneth Charles Bagul. Cameron James Belton. Tiana Lisette Belton. Daniel Patrick Benjamin. Caitlin Renee Benoit. Darius Angel Bixby. Denasia Joanne Blanding. Joshua Farrell Blinderman. Sabrina Ann Blyden. Brooke Marguerite Beauclair. Becker Joseph Bordeaux. Cody Scott Bousquet. Emily Erin Boyle. Abigail May Bradford. Sydney Madison Brewer. Zachary Hunter Brewster. Lexi Britton. Zachary Broder. Bailey Ann Buchan. Genevieve Ann Buckridge. Jason Armand Boakley. Alexandria Marie Burdick. Anaxavier Burgos Rodriguez. Geneva Ariana Marisol Burgos Meza. Ayana Marie Burrell. Emma Helen Campaneri. Michael Lawrence Campbell. Jolis Milagros Candelario de Jesus. Mateus de Oliveira Canido. Naomi Altagracia Capellan Rodriguez. Abimelech Joshua Caraballo. Evan Riley Carney. Nicholas Anthony Carano. Danielle Vania Carter. Sarah Elizabeth Carter. Regina Casimir. Rodney Rania Cassard. Jermaine Marie Dimfna Castro. Francesca Denise Lenitz Kasukog. Caitlin Grace Kavanaugh. Damian Christian Shabbat. Christopher Brian Changer. Mianka Danacha Charles. Jonathan Dendick Chen. Quan Fei Chen. Sandra Chen. Yashin Chen. Daniel Rivera Chongqui. Sadman Rob Chaudhuri. Jamie Pearl Christie. Emily Marie Claspel. Marvin Jovan Clemente. Ariana Solomon Cohen. Tremaine Anthony Coleman.
Bailey Shea Kumo. Evan Lewis Contreras. Caitlin Contreras. Demaya Nige Corbin. Sarah Cody. Molly Elizabeth Canoyer. Hannah Crary. Peter Crary. Morgan Maria Crawford. Anya Dye. Lauren Daigle. Sean Edward Daly. Liam Thomas Daly. Zachary Tyler Damboys. Adelino Martins de Vega. Trayvon Randolph Dawson. Isabella Lanier Delia. Wenderson Delphin. Destiny Rose DeMars. Lawton Ninshi. Jillian Beth Durju. Melody Marie Deschamps. Brian Diaz Quintanilla. Gertie Stephen Dissette. Amber Nicole Deal. Natalie Rose Dione. Sequoia Reed Doran. Safira Dorellis. Priscilla Marie Dorothy. Brendan Patrick Dorsey. Jason Grant Doubleday. Lucas Michael Doyle. Phoebe Nicole Drupa. Christian James Dubriel. Cordelia Page Ducharme. Lily Nicole Duddy. Matthew Brian Dudek. Jasmine Doris DeZekin. Logan Dow Ekholm. Abigail Rose Edmond. Enrico Edward. Naomi Elizabeth Edwards. Michael Alexander Elder. Yuri Elise. Ingrid Stasha Emilian. Lauren Elise Engel. Amber Lynn Engel. Justin James Enslow. Jack Christopher Espinoza. Leo Anthony Forbes Estrella. Shane Glenn Evans. James Francis Everett. Jacob Gerald Fabry. Ariana Lee Falcone. Justin Kristen Felice Lorenzo. Alan Maxifo Fenilis. Alexis Victoria Fess. Chance Thomas Fish. Joseph Daniel Fisher. Madeline Ann Fishkin. Gavin William Fitch. Ajiana Lee Fletcher. Julia Marie Florence. Mira Fontaine. Austin Wayne Formby. Ryan Joseph Foster. Thomas Fowler. Lily Mae Fryer. Emily Margaret Fritchie. Stephen Fung. Sophia Irene Fusaro. Shadrick Gabriel. Marcus Callahan Gata. Aiden Joseph Gallagher. Nicholas John Gallivan. Alexia Danielle Gans. Megan Gatherall. Nala Aurelia Govin. Jared Michael Goronsky. Nia Heaven Gethers. John Andres Gil de la Madrid Dubina. Melanie Nicole Girardin. Andrew Thomas Giroux. Nicholas Troy Gladue. Meredith Aaron Goodyear. Ryan Michael Godino. Alyssa Gomes Normil. Zulmira Gonzalez Arujo. Miguel Angel Gonzalez. Wyatt Hollis Gordon. Brooke Landers Gottschall. Amberlyn Elaine Grabowski.
Alexander George Grandolfi. Ashley Rose Grayson. Jasmine Elizabeth Green. Kalila Salome Greenlee. Andrew William Gromko. Vincent Michael Gualtieri. Tylee Nicole Gilbert. Edwin Kyle Deslate Gumbuk. Damari Altagracia Guzman. Vivian Vicky Ha. Sarah Amy Haggett. Dylan Jolay Harper. Levi McKenna Harth. George Joseph Harth. Cammie Maylin Hawkins. Miranda Rose Hay. Nicholas James Hay. Tanae Marie Hayes. Annalise Kirsten Hensel. Isaiah Arthur Lee Hewitt Wilson. Brett Matthew Hill. Presley Ann Hill. Jesse Ho. Trevor Montgomery Hoke. Juliet Hogan. Tejana Leah Holmes Britton. Abigail Elizabeth Howard. Hai Peng Hu. Jamie Kalin Hubbard. Vivica Aaliyah Amani Hughes. Vicky Hugh. Katie Marie Humphreys. Randall Yuan Lopez Idioma. Morgan Page Intravia. Jillian Laurel Irvin. Erica Gabriela Isabel Cruz. Christopher Omar Jackson. Wyatt Russell James. Adrian Jaquez. Mariah Elizabeth Jenkins. Eliana Violet Jewell.
Will the Shattuck side please be seated? Will the Bradlaugh side of the field please stand?
James Lee Jocelyn. Tyler Elise Johnson. Liam Poby Kimball Jonas. Jamal Kevin Jones. Sierra Mackenzie Jordan. Elizabeth Ann Joyle. Garrett Raymond Callan. Kelly Ann Kaminsky. Roshni Karoon. Carson Noelle Keith. Amanda Marie Kelly. Zoe Elizabeth Kendall. Seth Sabino Tambora Kennedy. Kaylee Kerrigan. Ryan James King. Allison Callista Noor Anderson. Larissa Haley Knutson. Ashley Kaneko. Jennifer Gould. Cameron Cross Curez. Angel Nicole Ladford. Lawson Langlois. Mason Joseph Larkin. Courtney Marie Latham. Miranda Bell Lathrop. Carissa Marie Lattin. Ashley Elizabeth Lawton. Naomi Mary Lendroth. Anael Leonard. Luke Leonard Lassard. Allison Marie Lewis. Andrea Lee. Justin Lee. Vicky Lee. Sylvia Liang. Joseph Matthew Lissy. Eli Henry Litke. Isabella Jane Yano. Brandon J.T. Lowe. Kayla Sylvia Lockwood. Michelle Madison Liu. Miriam Nicole Lopez. Liliana Edelie Lorenzo Concepcion. McDonald Louis Jean. Dorson Lewis. Zitai Lual. Gabrielle Marie Lyon. Trevor Bates Lyons. Lydia Noelle Marcy. Madison Ann Marquez. Kelmit Osvaldo Martel Lugo. Jensen Martin.
John Thomas Martin. Hector Andreas Martinez Gonzalez. Emily Marie Matos. Troy Moorer. Robert Thomas McCarthy. Lindsay McCaslin. Michael Anthony McCormick. Taylor Renee McFadden. I.J. Najin McLeod. Savannah Mike. Tally Rebecca Medeiros. Michaela Ray Mejias. Stephanie Mendoza. William Marconi Migliaccio. Leah Elizabeth Mickelson. Dalen James Miner. Madison Mikkel Minsky. Daniel Emmanuel Mignetti. Carissa Marie Montalvo. Sylvia Montero de Barros. Silviana Montero de Barros. Carlos Emerson Pina Montrand. Anaya Tian Moody. Kelsey Rose Moon. Samantha Victoria Moore. Al Michael Morales. Giovanni Moran. Modesto Emmanuel Moran. Jennifer Ashley Morera. Alexandria Leslie Mueller. Shyla Najee Mohammed. Dante Jeremiah Murphy Baker. Michael Murray. Raud Ted Augustine Musgrove. Jaquez Tupac Nero. Yuang Min Yuen. Spencer Joel Neiman. Brandon Paul Nido. Evan Jackie Novosad. Daisy Laura Nunez Carmona. Quinn Grant Odell. Xavier Ngozi Ogu. Edelis Oquendo Hernandez. Nevea Elizabeth Ortiz. Johanny Ortiz Polonia. Amy Marie Osella. Juan Francisco Osorio Osorio. Gian Steve Padilla de Jesus. Victoria Padua. Javier Palomina Valencia. Jacob Allen Parrish. Eric Park. Elijah Daniel Parker. Lukensley Paul. Chantel Leveria Pauley. Kenneth Curtis Polk. Maria Ann Payne. Kenyatta Array Peak. Liberty Margaret Pellerin. Esmil Enidio Peña Luciano. Yue Peng. Aaron John Penny. Kathleen Nicole Perez. Jenny Anel Perez Nila. Lane Olivia Perkins. Gannon Joseph Peterson. Jasmine Mary Pica. Victoria Rose Pickard. Zachary Michael Piercy. Jonathan Pierre. Stanley Pierre Louis. Brandon Petrie. Eudoria Dania Poe. Kevin Lee Pomeroy. Maltede Dora Portas. Jason Powell. Jaden Shea Powell. Stacy Présumé. Amalia Anastas Provatas. Christopher Alexander Papuana. Gage Avery Pugh. Genesis Quinones. Alex Jesus Ramos Pina. Rebecca Renee Ramthun. Tyler William Reed. Isabella Rose Reyes Scafidi. Ralph Richard Rios Contreras. Lily Bethlyn Reiser. Armando Luis Rivera. Dorillian Marie Rivera Bocachica. Victor Luis Rivera Jr. Faith Rose Roberge. Frank Luis Fortuna Rodriguez.
Angel Gabriel Rosado. Damaris Rosado. Sarai Rosado. Natasha Lee Rosario. Nicole Marie Rosario. Isabella Rosis. Holly Rosabelle Rust. Selena Amaya Samuel. Abigail Sanchez. Javier Ivan Santana. Sarav Sarkar. Isabel Marguerite Sawicki. Michaela Simone Sawicki. Lindsay Marie Shanking. Hannah Marie Schmidt. Ian Arthur Shapi. Haley Renee Schrader. Destin Marcus Schwendeman. Nicholas Daniel Shea. Ashley Renee Sherman. Mackenzie Lynn Shrewsbury. Alexis Viola Silva. Taryn Destiny Simmons. Justin Martin Sklenner. Aaron Lee Skyers. Alexander Todd Slane. Ian William Small. Malachi Tafari Mackinnon Smith. Michael Patrick Smith. Ryan Joseph Smith. Kismaili Sosa Taberas. John C. Soto. Ariane Yana Suvenance. Candace June Spalding. Micah Palacio Spruance. Jaheim Divine James Spruill. Jarrett Emery Stotts. Madison Ellen Stripling. John Norris Stewart IV. Osman Saladin Suru. Ali Lynn Sutton. Alexis Taylor Swan. Jonathan Sennett. Jamie Darlene Talabong. Sade LeRae Talley. Max C. Tapia. Neville Lloyd Taudine II. Juliana Marie Taylor. Jaylee Marie Teft. Antoine Javier Temple. Bertulli Theodore. Apache Skylar Thomas. Todd Percival Thomas Jr. Michael Tan. Emily Tiburcio. Jari Sarai Tirado Hernandez. Kaylee Justine Torrey. Isaiah Jean Toussaint. Jaslyn Soraya Toussaint. Abigail Grace Tracy. Xavier Augusto Vega. Gabriel Velez. Maya Ray Venero. Ariana Sherry Venturini. Ange Marlie Ville. Julie Rebecca Vincent. Emily Ann Vinkles. Leo Walden. Rye William Walansevich. Aishin Sagar Walia. Haley Page Ward. Deshaun Richard Washington. Zoe Carmela Wyant Marino. Emma Grace Weichel. Alexander Sarah Wyken. Nevea Charisse Williams. Edovia Shakwe Wilson. Autumn Rose Wojcik. Georgia Stacy Woodcock. James Stewart Warnecki. Vito Wu. Raymond Xu. Kyle Zhu. Yuanmengji Yang. Haley Moon Yan. Catherine Willow Young. Junyi Yu. Rachel A. Zalaski. Jeffrey Zhang. Wanting Zhang. Dragon Zheng. Is she?
Presenting the last diploma today is Mrs. Linda Kulos. Mrs. Kulos is retiring this year after 13 years as the executive assistant to the head of school, with the past 8 years as my assistant. Alexis Michaela Ziegler. Will the Bradlaugh side please be seated? I am extremely proud to certify that the members of NFA's class of 2019, seated before us today, have successfully completed all general and specific requirements for a high school diploma prescribed by the laws of the state of Connecticut and the policies of the Board of Trustees of Norwich Free Academy. Brooke Rondeau, please join me at the podium.
And now, my fellow classmates, please stand. This is the moment when we officially become alumni. Please move your tassels from the right side of your mortarboard to the left.
Congratulations to the newest alumni class of Norwich Free Academy. You have made a real difference during your time at the Academy, and we know you will continue to do so wherever you go. We are extremely proud of you, we respect you, we love you, and we wish each of you continued success and happiness. Congratulations. At this time, I would like to call upon the senior band members to please join the band for one last time. And would the vocalists for the alma mater please come forward? Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the singing of the alma mater and remain standing while the class of 2019 graduates and representatives of the class of 1969 exit the field.
Till the seas become abated and the stars forget to shine, till the clouds obscure the sunlight and its darkness all the time, till the raindrops cease their falling and the winds forget to blow, till this gay old world stops whirling, NFA our love shall know.
Thank you to our vocalists. Marshals, please come forward. Mrs. Motola, the recessional, please. Thank you for coming. Have a wonderful evening.
Great job.
I'm looking